Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Mob Psycho Season 3, Episode 9. So, last time we had aliens. It was such a weird episode, but at the same time, I felt like it was exactly the kind of thing that Mob Psycho would do. So, it was pretty fun. They got abducted, but the aliens were very friendly, and poor, what was his name? Did I write it down? I didn't. Shoot. I knew it last episode too, and then promptly forgot it. It was like Unikawa or something like that, right? Something like that. And he got taken to their planet, spent who knows how long there, lost his memories, and came back, like became their king and everything, to the point where he learned how to communicate with them and tell them he wanted to go back to Earth. So it was it was weird, but I liked the little sentiment of these kids going up this mountain and having this last experience together before they graduate middle school. Because I mean, thing is as you get older, you start to it's a obviously it's not the case for everyone, but I think a lot of people drift away from their friends, and you get you start working, you get lives, and you start spending less time with your friends and everything. Or for me, some of my friends I don't even hang out with anymore. So, but making those memories is pretty cool. So yeah, let's get started with this episode and see where we go after the aliens. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes. I'm bored. I want to go look at the track guy. This is gonna be an episode that has to do with Subalmi. Alright. Subomi Dream. Okay. Noted. Man, I cleaned today, and it's like it's been a long time since I've cleaned this room that I record in, and like a long time. It's been pretty bad for a while. Like the spots I normally walk in and put my shoes was just like, you know how you just bring in like pebbles and everything every now and then when you walk in with your shoes. It was like that times 5 years of not vacuuming, and I always put it off because it's so. I have no problem vacuuming. It's having to pick up everything. Like I have an exercise bike, I gotta move that. It's heavy, annoying. I got my chair is on a pad, like a big flat pad. I have this table that I put my arms on while I record. All this stuff I gotta move out of the way. But I actually did it today, cleaned up everything, vacuumed the hell out of it, and it looks so good. And it feels so good. It really does, but yeah. Uh-oh. After that thought. Moving. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! That's an interesting thing for a teacher to announce to a class. Isn't it? Oh shit! Ask her out! Oh, okay. So he knows. Forgot. Oh my god, everyone thinking the same thing. Oh. Ah! 3%! The Body Improvement Club! Yes! Ah. Oh shit! Take off your clothes. Oh. Yes, it's all about those muscles. Oh my god, yes! Fight on! Fight on! Hey. I was wondering if he was gonna show up again after everything that happened. Everyone has. Uh-oh. He's realizing the rivalry. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, don't do that! Support you from afar. Better than bad advice, I will say. Oh. I love you. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh my god, there's a line! Oh my god. Nice. Oh! She's rejecting a bunch of dudes behind the school. uh, that's such a thing you do where you just like, oh, looks like I missed him. Guess I will never have to do this again, kind of thing. Oh my god, that face. Hmm. You have to make it special. Maybe. I don't know. Hmm. Sounds like that's how you get in the friend zone. Hmm. This is a good question. Yeah, interesting. I mean, he's liked her since he was young and they hung out, but is it just because she was the girl he hung out with when she was younger? Or he was younger? Yeah. Or is it just appearances? I mean, it makes sense that if you don't go to school, I mean, he was a shut in. It's hard to meet people when you're shut in. I'm pretty much a shut in as an adult. I don't really meet new people very much. There hasn't really been someone I liked for a long time because I just don't meet new people. Yeah, she gets bored of it. Go for broke. Of course, Reagan. Yeah, that's good advice. I totally agree that you should always be yourself because, I mean, if you try to fake who you are to appease the person you're going after, they're eventually going to see the real you, and if they don't like the real you, then you're going to have relationship issues down the line, right? So that's why I always try to be myself. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh my. What? Those are always fun little mid cards. Hey, we haven't seen him. We never even got to know like what it was that he was defending the broccoli. Was it just brainwashing, or was it really him? I feel like I like missed something there. Maybe I did. Sometimes I miss lines of dialogue. Maybe there was like one line that made it make more sense that I missed. A gift. Maybe try to think of... Could do flowers. Maybe try to think of something from when you were younger and you hung out together that she might have enjoyed. Bring that nostalgic childhood feeling back through a gift. Remind her how good of friends he used to be. Hmm. Yeah, when she came into the office. But was that just her testing him? Maybe it wasn't even true. I think there's a possible chance that she likes him. There's been a couple times where she's like been rooting for Mob and stuff from the background. Like there was that one time where he, and it goes how he handled Emmy, and she was like, "Nice, Mob," like off to the side. He helped her with the booger thing a few episodes ago. Sounds so funny to say. Hey, one punch. Gonna do it over the phone? Or are you gonna do it, ask her to meet? Alright. The mom. Hmm. Pacing when you talk, I do that too. Especially if I'm on a phone call that I'm like nervous about, I'll constantly be moving while I'm on the phone. Okay, so he wants to meet. Go to the park he used to play at. That's Yeah, you're totally imagining it. I'm so rooting for you, Mob. I mean, she is moving though. It's gotta be rough, right? Like, I mean, what kind? I mean, they're young, right? They could go out for a little bit until she moves. Hell, these days a lot of people make long distance work too. We also don't know how far away she's moving, right? Might not be too far. And they're young, right? It's like that feeling when you like the anxiety of taking that first step, right? Like he's dialing up though. Will he hit 100% when he asks her out? We are jumping up. We're 16% at the start of the episode. I'm gonna get her a gift. The flowers. Yeah, I couldn't get too many. Hey, it's this guy. Oh, is he gonna give him more? Whoa. Did he make them with his psychic powers, or did he buy them and give them to him? That is some flowers. I almost think the smaller ones would have been a little, more fitting, wouldn't it? I don't know. It would have been more believable that... Oh, shit! Oh, stop the car instead of grabbing the cat. Interesting choice. I like how the kid is too involved in his game, didn't he? Oh my god, is the kid almost gonna get hit? This fool! Not the kid, the driver. They're supposed to be walking, right? Why not the psychic powers this time? Did he get hit? Shit! No, Mom! You were supposed to ask her out! You have psychic powers, my man! Maybe it was too quick to stop with psychic powers. Well, shit, that's how it ends? I thought we were gonna get the ask out before the end. Oh, man. Well, that once again, another episode that took a turn that I didn't really expect. I expected maybe a little bit because I watched the last episode up to the preview and I wasn't sure if it was preview or not, and I think the first line was like Subome moving, so I kind of knew, but I didn't realize like the whole episode was gonna be about Mob trying to build up the courage and figure out how to ask out this girl he likes before she moves. So, but yeah, he had a dream about her. It was one of those things where like I've had that where you have a dream about something or someone, and then that something or someone becomes relevant like later on that day or a few days later or something. It's like, that was weird. But that is it, guys, for episode 9. But yeah. I wrote down Tsubomi Dream twice. What was I trying to write down the second time? I wrote down Tsubomi Dream because of Mob's dream about her. And then it was like after the opening or something, I wrote down Tsubomi. I think I was supposed to write down Tsubomi Moving, but I wrote down Tsubomi Dream again. But yeah, all these people asking her out, she's this idol at the school, everyone likes her, and it's funny because I wrote down elementary school girl because I can't believe I still remember this because there's a lot of things that I don't remember. I have a really bad memory, but there was a situation similar to this in my school when I was back in elementary school, where in our class there was like this one girl that I remember being like so much prettier than all the other girls, and like it's so weird thinking back to it now, like being in elementary school thinking that way, but I remember like me and all my friends would talk about like how pretty she is and everything, and I'm pretty sure like majority of the guys in the class thought that way and everything too. She was like that that popular girl and everything, and it's just I never like I never had the confidence to ask anyone out, especially at that age. And most of my time through school, I never really asked any. Well, I asked a couple people out, but yeah, it was never. I don't think I've ever asked out like the really pretty popular girl kind of thing, right? Like I've always thought like, oh, she's really pretty kind of thing. Like going through school, there's been like different people I felt that way about, but I never really went for them. I'd ask out other people and stuff like that, but yeah, it was just like it triggered that memory of Mob seeing these, or with Tsubomi being like the popular girl, and it was like, damn, there actually was. I can't remember her name either. Like, yeah, I can't remember it. It was something very basic, just like a typical girl's name, right? Like, um, but yeah. I wonder. It really makes me curious. Like, if I could ever remember her name, I wonder like if she still is that pretty today, right? There was actually, I think I saw her again when I went to high school because, well, what happened is I went to elementary school and then I went to 2 years of the middle school that was right nearby. I don't remember seeing her in the middle school. Maybe she was there. But then I moved away for or no, maybe I did 1 year. I think I only did 1 year of that middle school, and then I moved away and did the other 2 years of middle school, because middle school is 3 years, right? If I remember correctly. Because like grade like 1 through 5 was elementary, and then 6, 7, and 8 was middle, and then 9 through 12 was high school, right? Yeah. So 7th and 8th grade, I moved and never saw her, but then even though I moved, I went back to the high school because like I wanted to be around my old friends and everything. So my mom would drive me to that high school every morning, even though there was like no buses that would take me. She worked nearby anyway, still, so she would be able to drive me there and pick me up. And I actually spent a lot of my until I was able to get my license for high school. I spent a lot of time where she had to pick me up and then go back to work and everything. And I had to sit at her work either in the car or in the work with her and everything. And I spent a lot of my time having to like just sit there and wait. And I did it all so I could go to the school where there was people I knew and everything. But yeah, like I think I remember seeing her in high school, and I think I remember thinking that she was very pretty as well. Although I think it was overshadowed because at some point in that middle school experience, there was a girl that lived a couple houses down from me that I always hung out with, and she was very pretty in high school as well. I actually sat in front of her in my Spanish class and talked to her a lot until I talked to her too much in my Spanish class, and then the teacher moved me, and then I just slept through the rest of the Spanish class because after I couldn't talk to the pretty girl anymore, I had no interest in Spanish class. I did some pretty bad stuff as a freshman. I cleaned it up, and like sophomore year was like a little iffy too, but then junior and senior year, I really like pumped out my grades and got back on track and everything. But sometimes I still think about the girl from that I used to hang out with all the time, and I wonder, I still remember her name, because I hung out with her a lot and she was a neighbor and everything. But I sometimes wonder, just like, I wonder what she's doing in life these days. But yeah, she was very pretty. I'm sure she's very successful. Not that one has to correlate with the other, but either way. Also, Mob giving up so easily. I understand that so much of like, oh well, it's too late. Like she's not here anymore. Guess I have to give up. Yeah, like that whole thing was very relatable. Not just when it comes to asking a girl out, but anything in life where you're really nervous about something and anticipating it, and it's like sometimes I've had that where I'm like, oh, I need to do this today, and it's like, oh nope, turns out they're closed. Oh well, too late, kind of thing. And you get that, it gives you that instant sense of like relief from your anxiety kind of thing. Same with what happened after Mob finally like planned the time to ask her out and everything. He started to feel that little bit of relief from the anxiety, which is why he said, like, I don't feel like nervous anymore and stuff like that after he made the phone call. I totally understand that as well. There's a lot of things in life that give me really bad anxiety. Basically, anything I do that is out of the natural, anything new that I either haven't done in a long time or haven't done at all, pretty much any of it gives me anxiety and it sucks. So that's why I think and that relief afterward is such a rewarding feeling of like finally getting through it for me, or getting it over with kind of thing, that a lot of times I don't procrastinate, right? Like I have a lot of friends that procrastinate and I'm like, I don't know how they do it, because like if it's something I have to do, I will sit there and nonstop think about it until I do it. So what I end up doing is I just do it right away. If I'm told I have something to do that I'm uncomfortable with kind of thing that is giving me anxiety, I will do it immediately. And that way I don't have to sit there and worry about it, lose sleep or whatever. But yeah, pretty interesting episode. I mean, Mob getting hit by the car right after stopping the first one with psychic powers is interesting. The only thing I can think of is maybe he was going too fast. Mob would have hurt the guy if he because that was my first thought when he stopped the car instead of grabbing the cat and getting the cat out of the way. I was like, well, what if he just gave that person in the car, stopped them so fast they hit their head or something, And that guy was going pretty fast. Granted, he hit Mob instead, which probably stopped him and could have injured him as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure why he didn't use the psychic powers. Maybe he just didn't have time, kind of thing, faster to react on your own. But now he's hurt. I wonder if Tsubomi will find out about him getting hurt like this, or if she'll think that he just stood her up kind of thing, and that'll be like a bad thing. I'm not sure. But also, sometimes he has this supernatural barrier kind of thing through his psychic powers, but here he's bleeding and everything. So, but we've also seen him be hit and bleeding too during fights. So yeah, I'm curious where we go here. We got this asking Tsubomi out thing spanning multiple episodes now, so I really thought we were gonna ask her out and see the result by the end of the episode, but nope. So interesting. But yeah, I think that's really all I have to say for this episode. It was a lot of fun. I really loved the advice too. Like Reagan's I feel like Reagan's advice was very good. I don't think Tomei's advice. I don't think you should like change your hairstyle just for a girl kind of thing. I think. I mean, it's just that's the thing. As an adult, I think you start to realize that as a kid, I understand that idea of like change your hairstyle, maybe the girl will like you. I definitely 100% understand that. I've definitely been there. I think everyone has. But as an adult, you know, the way I see it now is changing hairstyle isn't going to make a girl like you, right? Like, or if it does, it's not the way you want the girl to like you. You want her to like you for who you are, not how you look, right? Because, you know, looks only get you so far. At the end of the day, if you want any kind of lasting relationship, you have to, you know, mentally be on the same level as them. You have to like their personality and who they are and enjoy spending time with them, because if it's all just about looks but you can't stand the person, right? Like, it's not going to last very long. Either you're going to get sick of it or they're going to get sick of the way you treat them, because subconsciously you just don't put as much love into the way you treat them, kind of thing, because you subconsciously just are annoyed most of the time, but you're like, oh, she's pretty though, you know. But anyway, enough relationship advice for someone who's been single for a very long time. But that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the rest of Season 3. You can do so on there. It was a Patreon show, so I watched the whole thing before releasing it to YouTube. And there will be something that has replaced it. So check that out. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. I'll see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.